sign this thing. So, I'm not tall enough. Oh, there's a million of them now, isn't there? Bloody everybody can do it. Let me just sign this. Oh, my nerves. I'm not as tall as I used to be. Oh, Xena would have been able to do it. Do I sign this one too? Okay. Oh. Try to sign Ren's abs. Oh, look, I'm not even tall enough for that. Oh, dear. It's funny. Looks like it's growing right out of Vicky's head, doesn't it? How are you, everybody? So nice to see you. Well, I'm at a loss now. All of a sudden, I'm feeling very alone.
You're feeling lonely? There's 1,000 people in the room and you're
Well,
feeling lonely?
I'm just thinking, gosh, now I don't know what to say. I
Do you
don't
want them to all come up on stage
a
with you?
speech or anything.
You might mention there was an announcement recently about Battlestar.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for coming out. I can't believe that you guys are still loving the show. And I bet some of you are from like Maine and Florida and... Is there anyone here from out of the country? Oh my goodness, where are you from? Mexico. Well, England, hi. What did he say?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. The other white meat. North Korea. Well, welcome everybody. And Canada, France. Oh, you're just making it up now. Well, here we are. It's been a long time since we made Xena, it feels.
4 years?
4 years. Crikey. That was hysterical, that video. I was out the back, like, jiggling around because it was so mischievous and funny. My parents are here. My parents... From New Zealand. And recently, I don't know if there was an announcement on this yet, but I probably will go and do some Battlestar later this year because they wrote a storyline for me that I had actually pitched to them, not really for myself, but just some themes that are really just big philosophical themes, things that they can really explore in their show, like we could in our show, but which are maybe too hot to handle in a regular television series. You can really deal with some major philosophical conundrums in sci-fi, as you know. And they came to me and said, all right, Lucy, you want to play God? And I went, no, I have to do it.
So you're not playing the same
The only thing you can follow up Xena with is God, right?
So you'd be a different character?
Pardon me?
You'd be a different character?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
You'd be a different character. Hey, Ben,
Well,
you better up this
you know,
mic.
she's not playing God. She's playing somebody who sets herself up as God. So, but I don't know how they're going to explore that. That was the original concept that I was talking to them about, but who knows how they've adapted that. And I believe it results, if in fact I do it. We haven't made a deal yet. There's a lot of things that matter to me, like living, I'm going to have to move my family there, blah, blah, blah. So it's not, that's why there's been no formal announcement, I think, right?
Not yet, no.
No, I've told them in good faith, I want to do it, let's proceed, but if there's no announcement, that's why. We just have to nail down all those things. So what? What do you want to know?
What have you been doing this summer? What have you done since the last time you were here? You did Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. And thank you so much to you. So many people came and were just interested, and I just bless you and thank you so much for your incredible loyalty. And I really try to be loyal to you and very responsible about what I ally myself to, because I know that the generosity of the Xena fans is such that when Renee or I care about something, that they really consider that as something that they might want to contribute to time-wise or money-wise or something. So I try to make sure that to be protective of all of you, because I'm truly honoured by the things that you give to me and to and Renee and the causes. Obviously, Kevin Smith's family was a big deal. The Starship Children's Hospital in New Zealand. It's very touching, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And a lot of other things. And you support one another, so that's why I come here, is because of you guys.
How many people saw Gentlemen Prefer Blondes that are in here? Whoa.
Saw what? Oh, gentlemen really? See, well, exactly. The fact that you come to things wherever I am is why I'm extremely protective of the Xena fans. I know there's a lot of people kind of want to make jokes about fans of television shows. Hi, Sandy. And I'm not going to help them. I'm not going to let them do that.
How many people saw the last night of Gentlemen Prefer Blondes? Do you remember the final performance?
No,
like
why?
missing your cue to come
Again?
out?
Yes. You know why? I would miss my cues because in television, you do your thing and then you sit on your ass for 2 hours. So I would run out, do my little scene, and I'm out the back yucking it up and laughing, and then I'm supposed to be around the other side, so I didn't get my stagecraft in place. And because we only had like a week to prepare this show, I just hadn't, I needed to tighten up my performance, You have to get every form of performance has its own rules. And anyway, I was a bit slack. I kept being caught out. Like there were scenes when I was supposed to be running off with the boys from the Olympic team, having a good time with them. And I'm supposed to be coming through another door in the next scene, and it just looked like I was late because I'd been having way too good a time with the swimming team, And yeah, my character was kind of the tart with a heart, right? I play a lot of those. I don't know why.
You've started to do some singing recently. Not leading into anything, just you've started to do some singing recently.
Yeah, I've been doing some singing recently because, I don't know, why not? Because you're alive. I sort of feel like, I think we all should do that. Or you should paint because, I think people feel like they can't say they're a painter because nobody else has ever called them that before. But if you're doing it, you are one. So I just do it because it's good to be alive. Why the hell not? You know what? At LA Pride this year, I sang Come to Me, which is a France Jolie song from way back in like late 70s. And we redid it, and I'm getting some remixes done by these hot remixes. Chris Cox is one, and another guy called Eric Kappa and Scott Anderson, because remixers, as in the DJ, the guys who do it, are the kings of the dance world. You think it's the artists, not anymore. The kings of the dance world are the remixers, so you have to get some of those really great guys on your side, and we have. It's just a really little project, and I'm very honoured that they deigned to do it, really, because they ain't doing it for the money, let me tell you.
Not yet, anyway. As soon as the sales open up to the Xena fans.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, well...
And I want to know who this lady is with the long blonde curls and the disco dresses.
That chick.
Who is that chick?
I know, the chick in the, juice, as in got juice. My friend Daryl Redleaf, he's a Native American, he's a makeup artist, and he photographed me recently. And he just decked me out, right, like a disco queen, because that's his milieu, that's what he loves, and he was instrumental in choosing the song as well. And I don't know, it's just kind of growing on its own. So we stuck it on a t-shirt, and you'll see me out occasionally dressed like that. But today, who here dressed to impress today? Well, yeah, I mean, with the exception of you, we'll, dress for comfort. Oh, and Sharon, look, Sharon's... Have you noticed how she's tarted herself up in the last few years?
Whose influence is that?
I took her shopping in New Zealand, but she still insists on wearing certain things. And I still insist. I nearly wore that green t-shirt with the Eurythmic star on it, because every time she comes over to film something, I just happen to be wearing it. I guess it's my comfort shirt.
That and your Space Needle shirt.
That was...
Two shirts.
I was wearing one today too.
The Space
I have a
Needle?
lot of them.
No, you don't.
The orange
you have
one.
2.
I do not. I have 4.
2.
2 of them are the same style.
Oh, yeah, right. Are we going to believe
But
that?
they look sporty. They look good, so I wear them.
They've seen all the PR photos, and you're constantly wearing those same 2 shirts.
I think it's okay, don't you? Don't you think that's just bull about those people who I can only be seen in this once? What else should we talk about?
Who's got questions out there? Somebody got a question?
Hello.
Yes.
What's your question? What do I think about the 13th planet being called Xena and its moon Gabrielle? I say bring it on, don't you? It's like, I think it's hysterical that you have Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, blah, blah, blah. Xena. It's modern mythology. So I think it's good that they keep updating their mythology. She's just as real as Jupiter or Pluto or anyone, isn't she? I mean, maybe more. They don't have a television show. And all those purists who are like, you can't name our planet after a cartoonish character on television. And now I just want to say, you try changing it, right? You try to get a bit of consensus on the planet about what we should call this. You are never going to find... I mean, half the people are going to want to call it Nihoma, right? Or something. Patanjali. You are never going to find more consensus, I think, than Xena, which is just as popular in India as it is here. I don't know if we busted into China yet, but anyway.
Yes, another question here.
Am I going to go to the Smithsonian? I would love to. I haven't got them the sword and the chakram yet. I had to have a new one made because I gave mine away or they were stolen or something in New Zealand, so I had to have another one made, and I'm just waiting for someone to bring it up, because last time I tried to, when I imported the costume from New Zealand, it was such a drama. It's almost as if the people at the airport who deal with customs and things are going to be such a pain in the ass, like everybody in the office wants to talk to you, so they make up a problem. I mean, I know that sounds sort of vain to say, that would they do that, but I think they're so damn bored that they would, right? So they will badger you, like, oh, sorry, Lucy, we've got another problem. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? What's the problem? Oh, blah, 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 we want proof of how much this is worth. It's not worth anything unless you love it. I'm not selling it. It's mine. I'm sending it up to me. Well, the next day there'll be some other just bogus problem, and they just squeeze you till you squeal. And eventually you just go, eventually I was not so polite to them.
Uh-oh.
And it showed up 2 days later. But pain in the neck. So I'm waiting for somebody to actually physically bring them up from New Zealand, because I'm not doing the customs thing again. Hello. Deborah and Wendy. I should have asked them.
A loner.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. Yes, hello. I'm sorry, what am I playing in what? Oh, Veronica Mars. Veronica Mars, again, it was one of those things where somebody who you knew when is now doing a terrific show, and they call you up and they basically convince you to come and do, a role. And I am playing an FBI agent. I think it's coming on soon, right?
The 18th. 18th?
The 18th.
Right, yeah.
Playing an
next
FBI
Wednesday.
agent who was hot on Veronica's tail about, oh, stop it. My parents are here. Hot on her case about some. I think there's been some custody dispute about a baby, and the baby has been whisked out of the country or something, and she thinks that Veronica has something to do with it. As if Veronica would do a thing like that. And I loved working with them. And had my old friend Rico Colantoni from Just Shoot Me, who's playing Keith, her dad, and I love Kristen Bell. She's good. She's a no-nonsense chick. I think she keeps a little to herself, but she was very. I found it very real. It was really nice to go onto another woman's show where you're not getting the freeze put on you. So, that was a good experience. I was a little burnt out, though. I worked quite a lot last year. I didn't think I did, but I worked a lot, and I was starting to get a bit sort of mean in the end. Just stopped working for a while. Hello. She's wondering if I have any more bug movies or something coming up. No, I don't. I had such a good time because I loved working in New Orleans and oh, God bless New Orleans, huh? And funnily enough, I was out last night with 3 of the kids in that show and Donna Duplantier, who they've all moved here. I mean, Donna and her family, she played the coroner in Vampire Bats, and her family lost everything, so she's moved out here and she's going to live with us for a while. We have a steady stream of actors and homeless people coming through our house. Yeah, hello.
And speaking of New Orleans, we have a couple here from New Orleans.
Oh, hi.
Lucy, Mickey hand decorated. This is a second line umbrella that's used when you were behind the parade, behind the band, the Mardi Gras. It's Mardi Gras colors, and Mickey hand decorated it.
Thank you, darling.
And we
have to get the little dance down.
Right. Look at her dance. And Lucy, we just want you to know we appreciate so much what you're doing for New Orleans. We're homeless. Our home had 11 feet of water, and that's a lot for a one-story house.
Wow. Where was your house?
Lakeview.
Oh, yeah.
We're 6 blocks from Lake Pontchartrain and 8 blocks from the 17th Street Canal, straight across from it. But we were safe, and our animals are safe. But we just wanted to thank you so much for keeping a focus on New Orleans, and you understand and you get how unique New Orleans is. And New Orleans needs to be rebuilt because there's no other place in the world like it. And we just thank you so much.
Thank you so much. There's anything I can do, I'll give you a hug. You just want to put your arms around the world. So sorry for your troubles. Thank you. Yeah, my makeup artist actually lived probably a few streets from you on Killdeer, which is in Lakeview. And anyway, yeah, it's a gorgeous place filled with amazing people. And though everybody was very, very shell-shocked for a long time. And flighty but incredibly resilient. I know in Donna's case, man, that girl, man, she is battling all the red tape, and she's going out to see FEMA, and it's unbelievable the things that they have to do to prove that they were in New Orleans. And of course, nobody has any records. It's a complete, just an unbearable challenge. But they're coming back, so bless them.
I think we've got a question here. Yep, you're up.
Okay. Lucy, I remember in the episode of Locked Up and Tied Down, they had you pick up a real rat in your mouth.
A real what? Rat?
Rat. I was wondering, why would they give you the real thing?
They didn't give me a real rat. Where did you get that idea?
It was all over the place.
Oh, is that the word? The word's
that
out?
That was the word. And, Renee eating the octopus or squid or something.
Renee did eat squid, but it was not alive, and people do often eat squid. I don't think we don't get Peter onto her about that, but no, we did not. I would never put a real rat in my mouth, for one thing. And
good to hear.
and they would never do that. They're pretty responsible human beings. So.
Well, I'm glad that's false then.
Pardon?
I'm glad that's not true then.
No, never. No, no.
Not even Rob would do that for you, huh? To you.
I did have a spider in my mouth, but the spider had all the power, and it just crawled in there on its own. I was frozen going, is the spider going to crawl out of my mouth, or am I just going to choke on it? But it did come out in the end. Hello.
Hi.
What? Did I say something rude? What? What? What did I say? Oh my God, you guys are reaching. It came out on the end. Potty mouth, potty brain. She goes, you said it. Cannot win. Hello.
Hi. I saw you on season 9 of The X-Files. What was it like working with the cast and Gillian Anderson there?
I did not have any. Did I have some scenes with her? I did. Gillian Anderson was cordial, remote. It wasn't that she was being. I didn't feel any. She wasn't putting the freeze on me. She just. I think she was a little over it probably by the time I went on, and had nothing left to give. So it wasn't. I never took it personally or anything. She just was like not interested in another guest performer. Yeah. Wasn't personal, but she was totally decent, I've got no complaints. And I never met Dave Duchovny, he was off by then.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Is there one from the crowd out there? Yep, let's take that one over there.
Yes, ma'am. What was it like working with Faith Prince? I would always work with her. She's charming, and she was great. Yeah, and she's such a natural, and obviously been performing forever, so I learnt a lot from her. She did have to wrap my knuckles once when, and some of you might have noticed, when in the background we stole focus a little, because we were goofing off, and well, she made that very clear that was not going to happen again. And I just laughed, it was all right. Hello.
Hi, Lucy. Is it true that you hated it when Xena got crucified?
Beg your pardon?
Is it true that you hated it when Xena got crucified?
Did I hate it when Xena got crucified?
Yes.
Every time she got crucified, I hated it. I didn't mind it from the character's point of view, because we like doing dangerous, crazy stuff. But in the end, I was like, I would rather go into labor than pretend to be crucified again, because you're just hanging on this meat hook for hours and hours, and very tender spots, and no, did not like that. And they just kept doing it, and it's always in the middle of winter, so they're like hosing you down because you're supposed to look like you're sweating or bleeding or something, and it's just you just get frozen and cold and incredibly miserable.
And what were your thoughts toward Catherine Fugé, who did it to you one more time?
And you didn't speak.
I just always blamed Rob. I never even thought about that. I was always just, in hate with my husband. But you're right, it was Catherine's fault. Damn her.
You do it so well, she says.
You're dying so well. You died so well.
Pardon?
You die so well, she said. She told us. You die so well.
Oh, I die so well. I'm not going to tell you what I thought you said because old potty mind over there.
Oh, come on, tell us.
Something about thighs, and I'm just not even going to go there. Where are you from? Well, angenehm. Oh, bitte. Dankeschön. Yes, hello. Who's your mama? Who's your mama? You said I called you? I did talk to somebody. What guy with a beard, though? I'm trying to think. How did this come? Who was the guy with the beard? Was he? I know, but where did I run into him? Oh my goodness! I was serving. They had dinner for all the first responders down there, and a guy asked me to. That's right, I do remember. I remember where I was standing now, 1 foot in a gutter, and. Potty hat, no. Don't make more out of that. She's just saying thank you because I talked to her on the phone. She said it made her Thanksgiving because I talked to her on the phone when her husband was down there working for the relief effort. And it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, and I'm sorry for your troubles in the separation. That's the worst thing. This hurricane has been tearing apart families, and terrible, terrible strain on the faces of the first responders whose husbands, girlfriends, partners and children are living a long way away, probably not getting their full wage, some any wage. They have no homes. It's just absolutely devastating on every level. Hello, madam. Miss. She wants to know if she can hear me sing. Do you know what? I will if Sharon will accompany me on her guitar. She worked out a song with me, something I wrote. I actually wrote it after meeting Lyle Lovett and his girlfriend on the way to Renee's wedding, because they're both from Texas, right? And I had met him before on the Leno show, and I was a huge fan. He's just a great poet and songwriter, obviously. And I've seen him perform a couple of times. And he came up to something I said to him, I think because my kid, Julius, was such a live wire on the plane, and I think they liked him and they liked the way we dealt with each other or something, but they came up and they pressed their name and address and phone number into my hand, said, give us a call if you're ever in such and such a town. And I was too shy ever to call them. But I was like, they gave me their number, right? and I kept it in a little drawer in New Zealand somewhere. Anyway, so I wrote this song for them with a friend who he'd played some chords, and I wrote this song on top of it, and it's called Cowboy Song, and it's about how you got to grab love when it comes. And I wrote it for him because he had been with Julia Roberts, that's right, which totally broke my heart. But but this girl that he was with seemed so good and real, and it's like, whoa, she's a keeper. Not that Julia Roberts isn't, it seems. But I thought this girl was great, and I know nothing more about them. I know nothing about them personally or their relationship, but it sort of spawned the song. So I will actually do that for you today. Stop it. For you today. And Sharon will accompany me on her guitar. She hasn't played for 20 years, but I made her dust it off. It's like, I'm only doing this if you're going to help me. So yes, in answer to your question, yes. Yes. Yes, miss. I love Oprah Winfrey. I love her. And when I was a new mother with my daughter, who is somewhere here today, I used to watch her all the time. I have never met her. In fact, I was invited on her show once when Xena was kind of new and up and coming, maybe second season, and my lawyer made me turn it down. And she goes, no, just wait, or somebody, I can't remember, I shouldn't say it was my lawyer, whoever it was, made me turn it down. She said, I think you should wait until it's just you. You know, it was like me and a couple of other people. And I'm going, are you crazy? But I forgot about that. I totally forgot about this incident. And for some reason, I thought that I had been pitched for it and that she didn't want me, which was totally wrong, you know. And then when somebody came to ask me about going on the Oprah show, a journalist asked me about coming on the Oprah show, I said, oh, well, I think Oprah's more of a touched by an angel kind of a girl, and never the twain shall meet, because she was on that whole angel kick by then, right? And and it got back to Oprah, or her people or something, who was like, who does she think she is? I was going, no, I didn't mean that. It's just I thought you didn't want me. Anyway, by then it was just a total mess. But I do love her, and I think she's a great force for good. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, she's an amazing woman, right? She's come from great adversity as a kid and has really become one of the most influential people in the world, I think. Yeah, one of the most, huh? Yes, miss. Oh, sorry, this lady. Hi. Yeah, she's asking, is there any role you'd like to play? I always wanted to play Hedda Gabler, which is an Ibsen character, and because it was about a woman in moral peril, and that always interested me. And yeah, he writes some kind of cool roles for women, actually, but I see that it's been updated recently. Somewhere here in Los Angeles, they're doing Hedda Gabler or what she did next, what Hedda did next, I think it's called. And that would be very interesting. But I don't know that I've done everything. I don't know, just do what I can. Did you have something?
Yes. Now that we've got the mic working again.
Hi, I just wanted to ask you, if you had to choose one thing, what would you say you miss most about doing Xena?
About what?
Doing Xena.
Renee.
Oh.
No, I really do, actually. I do. I haven't, Yeah, we don't get to see each other nearly enough, but anyway, busy lives.
Did you get to see her today, though?
Beg your pardon?
Did you get to see her today?
I thought she was here yesterday.
She was doing photo ops today.
She came dressed for the photo ops in the angel costume from If the Shoe Fits, as the Cinderella angel, the guardian mother.
Yes, that's a no.
With your tummy?
I didn't know you wanted your picture taken with her.
Eh?
I didn't know you wanted your picture taken with her.
I would love that. What? What? Okay. I hope that was because she's here, because I'm going to be really disappointed. Is she here? Oh. It's all right. It's all right. We talk. Yeah, hello. Autolycus. The question was, if you had to play one role in Xena that wasn't Xena, what would it be? I think Autolycus. Because he was, I think because he was powerful. He was funny, but also I knew when Bruce came on the show that I would have to give, that Xena was not always going to be the boss anymore. Do you know what I mean? And it means that he wasn't bound by the rules. So his character could really stick it to Xena every now and again. Well, there's no fun in sticking it to Gabrielle, it's just mean, right? But if I could get... I mean, Callisto also got to stick it to Xena. Oh, God, I can't stand those girls in the front row. Just, oh, I'm going to stand over here. Parents, parents. Oh, my nerves. Girl in the purple shirt. Welcome. She said she's new to the Xenoverse. Oh, how fun. It's the new old thing. Thank you. Cool, thanks. Yes, miss. Theatre plans. I've been asked to go and do something in, like, Minnesota. I think it's Minnesota. There's some amazing theatre there, right? And, pardon? What? Bluffrey.
The Guthrie. Guthrie?
The Guthrie, is that it? I can't remember. Jamie Rocco, who worked on Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, wants me to come and do something. Though I think this Battlestar thing kind of puts a crimp in any plans at the moment. But I would really love to do that because it's very challenging, and I never had so much fun as being on that stage doing that wacky stuff every night. I mean, Xena was fun, but it was drawn out fun, right? But when you do something like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, it's a major hit, really quickly. Yes, hello, with the camera at the back. What was I on? Is that what? Oh, I sang at the factory, thanks. Yeah, I was hot. Yeah, baby, thanks. That was so fun. Yeah, see, that was a major hit. I'm in total shock right after. I'm completely flatlining. People think I hate them or something. And, but, like, Sharon's gotten used to me. Like, when you have a big charge like that, then you're completely deadhead and disinterested in the world right after. But the next day you get up and go, oh my God, that was so exciting. Yeah, so I love that. Thanks.
Can we have a question over here?
Hello.
Hi, Lucy. Back at the Battlestar Galactica con in June, Katie Sackhoff was talking about...
Can you hear this?
Oh, sorry.
Sharon,
Katie Sackhoff was talking about how it was a lot of fun working with you on set, that you were like a practical joker on the set, which was that different from goofing around on the set with Xena? With that cast, was it different doing that with the Battlestar Galactica cast?
Is goofing around on the set of Battlestar like goofing around on the set of Xena? No, because you kind of have to know your place on somebody else's set and give them space to be starry, you know, whereas on Xena, we were all in it together and we knew one another really well. A little while to warm up to you too, and but quickly we got there, especially me and James and Trish and Grace are together a lot. I really didn't have too much to do with the others, and but that's nice of her. She's a fine actress, I think, Katie Sackhoff, so yeah. Hello. Yes, Pink Lady. Since I did Battlestar. Is there any chance I would do like Stargate or something? I think once you do one, I probably wouldn't do another in the same genre. I mean, already the critics are kind of, when I talk to them, do interviews or something, they're like, why are you doing another sci-fi thing? Because I think Xena's sci-fi, and don't you want to be taken seriously? That's the kind of thing, that's what they say to me in private. Some of them are total geeks and they love it. But some of them think I should be doing West Wing or something to be, that would make me legit. Commander-in-Chief. Geena Davis. Boom. I love seeing Geena Davis doing that, by the way. any woman who is older than me who is starring in a show, I love. Because she is breaking ground for all of us. And yeah, I thank them. Yeah. Lady at the back. Would I play Wonder Woman? Yeah, I would. Even though the critics would go, why are you doing that? Why aren't you on West Wing? Because it would be so much fun, right? It would be just too much fun. Of course I would. Hello. Yes? I don't think anybody did. I know somebody said that I was the first one to reference it. No, you know what it was? I remember exactly what it was now. Is that because you go on somebody else's show and you have to keep reminding yourself that your character can't grandstand because it's not your show, right? So there's a time when I'm going, oh, how about I do such and such? And then I said, oh, sorry, show's not called Xena. You know, so it would have been a moment like that where I was the one who referenced it, but no other people, you know, try to pretend they've never heard of it or something. Sorry, what did you used to do in the 90s? Oh, Zena? Just jealous. Yes, planet. Smithsonian? Can you spell Smithsonian? You know what? None of it matters. None of this stuff matters. It only matters that you spread the joy, right? Which is what we're all living on. You know, just have a goddamn good time. Oh, shouldn't have said the G word. Oh, my parents. Yes, miss.
First of all, I'd just like to thank you for doing your job so well that it spawned this fandom that we have as an extended family. And into the second decade, Sharon just reminded me. What's the most important thing that you, it's kind of a two-parter. What's the most important thing that you find as being a mother is the first part. And the second part, have you ever experienced age discrimination? You had mentioned about with Geena Davis being older and an active actress in the lead of a series.
Oh, that's two big questions. I've forgotten what the first one was.
The most important thing about being a mom.
The most important thing about being a mother and a human being is to be an anchor to good behavior, I think. You know, you want your kids to grow up to be socially conscious and empathetic, to care in a way that's not overwrought and that doesn't put pressure on them. Just to spread the joy, I think. And age discrimination, oh, probably. I mean, all the time, you know, they're always looking for somebody who's 18 to 24. But I don't think there's any need to be a victim about it because that's the way life is. And it's going to happen to those people. Say, I don't know, who's hot at the moment? Sienna Miller, there's Paris Hilton, there's whatever. That it's really tough for everybody to realize they're not the new thing anymore. Whether you're Lucy Lawless, whether you're Paris Hilton. Can you imagine when she wakes up and goes, holy shit, I'm old? Right? Right? There's some good stuff about getting older. You don't care about things that are dragging you downwards. You got to stop caring about certain things because they're making you unhappy, and you just get less tolerance for being unhappy, right? I don't want to work with dickheads and just or people that don't value goodness. I don't know, it's hard to put it into words.
Pick someone from out there?
Yes, potty mouth? Oh, no.
What?
Who's your mama? Who's your mama? I can tell this is going to be a long one.
Are your parents aware of Juicy Flawless?
Nobody knows about Juicy Flawless. Juice. Got juice? That's going to be the next T-shirt. Do people know about Juicy Flawless? Well, what is she? Oh, I'll tell them. My parents just, proudest moment of my life was when my dad came to see me in Vagina Monologues when I did this hardcore, horribly pornographic scene. It happened to be a lesbian sex scene, which is, whatever, but it was pornographic. That was really the thing. And my father stood out there, proudest punch of me, And I have to say, Dad, that was one of the proudest. I never felt more loved than that moment when my dad supported me, even though you had to be dying inside. Just because it was porn, really. I don't know what I was thinking. I think because I was pregnant, that like Madeline, the other girls who were in it, Madeline, Danielle Cormack, who are good friends of mine, right? But they're really experienced in theatre and they're really smart. And they're like, yeah, this, and this role we're not touching with barge poles. And I'm like, they're hugely pregnant, go, oh, okay, I'll do it. So I got to do the unfunny ones, the pornographic. And I had such trouble learning the lines because when you're pregnant, you've got cotton wool in your head, as a lot of you will know. And it was kind of hard going. I don't think it was my finest work. I wish it was, but I just wasn't. And I see that when I look at the Xena ones when I was pregnant, because you're overcompensating so hard because you're not compos mentis or something. I did some of my worst acting. I really apologize for that year. That's not good. Hello.
Hello, thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming.
I have a comment and a question.
Can I have to eat that mic?
Be quiet.
Right. Yeah.
The comment, I know your mom's here, but thanks for wearing those boots.
What did she say?
She knows your
Thanks
mom's...
for wearing the boots. They kind of didn't match, but I went, I don't care.
The question is, what are the biggest differences, do you think, between living in New Zealand and living here, particularly 9/11, post 9/11?
The biggest difference is, I was talking to my parents about it on the way, is that I personally would rather be a small fish in a very big pond than a large fish in a small pond, because I can be home for a few days and everybody knows I'm there and everybody is like asking me to come to their like AMP show. That's like, a little country thing, or their, I don't know, visit their sick grandmother or something, and the pressure just kills me, man. Just having to say, I can't, I don't know, there's good souls everywhere. I have no trouble finding really fantastic friends here, Vancouver. Just fine human beings everywhere. Pleasure. Am I still involved with World Vision? She's saying she loves World Vision, and yes, I'm very much involved with them. In fact, I think this week, the thing I did, we did a doco of me going to Bangladesh to visit the child that I have sponsored for the last 10 years, and they're actually going to Malawi in March, and I can't join them. I would love to go there because we have another child that we've been sponsoring in Malawi, and I would very much like to do that, maybe next year. Oh, they really get it. One time I gave, I don't know, it might have been 100 soccer balls. And because everybody in the world plays soccer, it seems, in Bangladesh. I don't know how. It's like the whole place is flooded most of the time, right? But they're all into soccer. all over Africa, and they're playing with bundles of like balled up twine and stuff, and they're kicking around all plastic bags that they make into footballs. So to give somebody their own ball, or to give some villages their own balls in schools, is it spreads a lot of joy. You know, it's only this big, and it only cost, I don't know, it might have been $15 wherever they buy these things, but 100 kids get hours and hours and hours of pleasure out of that. So that's an amazing investment. And I think, I don't know anything about other agencies, but I think they really do work. I've seen it work. They're not there to proselytize. They seem to be, a lot of them seem to be Christian agencies, and but though the people that work on the ground are of all religious backgrounds, but they do work. They really are Islands for Hope, and they've really learned how to do it. Now that you can't just give people resources, you've got to teach people how to take responsibility and educate and give them intellectual resources, because hope comes out of that. You know, you can't just do bottom of the cliff stuff. Hello, yes. I feel like I'm always neglecting these people over here. Hello. I wish I was. I wish there was a, I know nothing about a Xena movie. So, pardon? Yeah, baby, bring it on. Hello, yes. I'm so lucky. I do so many things that bring me joy. The most intense hit of joy would have been in Seattle, or performing at the factory, because it's such an adrenaline rush. I don't get it. They've thrown me out of planes, and they've done terrible things to me, and I never get that adrenaline rush. But from performing, oh man, it's just, I'm that sort of animal that gets a huge hit, you know. It's terribly addictive. But going to Bangladesh, those things are very, very rewarding in a much broader sense. Yeah. Lady at the back. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you. Yes, you, blondie. I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah. Where's the next gate? Your house, baby. You know what? I don't know. There's a possibility of going down to the Dinah Shore Open, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't know if it's going to work out, because I couldn't commit early enough, so they went and hired Carmen Electra. I love that. It's like, Lucy, Carmen Electra. We simply can't have both. They occupy the same niche. Yes, in the blue jersey. Hello. Oh, thanks. She said that I made Battlestar geeks very happy. Well, thanks. Thanks for coming and joining us on the dark side. We love to spread. Yeah. She's asking what it's like to act opposite sex who's not supposed to be there. And I think there's some story about them having to redo it because I'm not supposed to see her and I noticed her. Is that right? I don't recall that, by the way, but I had heard that from Sharon. But it's no more difficult to pretend that sex is here than to pretend that there's a three-headed beast coming to suck out our souls on Xena. I think I played my whole life to, tennis balls on sticks and things. Though, I've got to say, I don't want to do that anymore because I'm experimenting with what it's like to be really real. Like, Renee was always talking about this sort of thing. And I was always looking at her like, are you speaking like another language? Because Renee's got this really pure attitude to everything, and it's taken me this long to get on her wavelength. I was just happily going along pretending, there's a monster, there's, No. There's Satan. Because the same old tennis ball would do both tricks, right? Satan. So, yeah, I intend to be more Renee-like in the future.
We've got
Hello.
We've got a very shy horse lover here who wondered what breed Tilly was and how she's doing.
Tilly is part thoroughbred, and we don't know what else. But she's Palomino, so what does that mean? I mean, Palomino isn't that an American breed? So she's got something, I don't know, she's half American, that's all I can tell you. And she's doing great, she's very well loved, and is living out her days in oh my goodness, she had a foal. Oh my goodness. I didn't tell you that, did I? I have to check on the what's going on there. And then I'll get back to you. Because she had trouble. She had a miscarriage. And, So, oh no, you're so upset you have to leave. It just happens. Happens to us women. Hello.
Hi Lucy, how are you?
G'day, good.
I received a toilet in Bangladesh once for Christmas.
You received a toilet in Bangladesh?
Somebody bought a toilet in Bangladesh for me for Christmas. They bought the toilet in Bangladesh.
That is so novel. I never even thought.
You can do that if you go to, you know, one of those aid
For you,
injuries.
hang on, were you living there? No. What do you mean? Oh, you mean somebody bought it on your behalf?
Yes.
Proxy toilet?
Yes. A proxy toilet, yeah.
But there's nothing to hook it up to, because in countries where it floods, you don't have those pipes. Well, some places do have toilets, actually. What am I saying? But
it was a great present, and I really appreciated it.
It's come in handy. You have to travel a long way when you need to go. It's like, oh, God. Another 16 hours to Dhaka. Well, I must say, toilets do come in handy in Bangladesh. Because I'm telling you, the frequency of need is hiked way up there. Couple more questions. Missy. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Can you point it down towards you? Don't be shy.
That's okay. You didn't see me when I did Renee's photo ops.
Point it down more, though, or take it off and just, you know.
It's taped on.
Okay.
No. Got it?
I hope I don't get too loud.
No, hold it even more up, closer to you. Like
more
you can
up?
just about touch it. Yeah. Anyway.
How's that?
Oh, it's great.
Okay.
Love it.
I just wanted to say thank you and that I love you. And how do we nominate you for an award and a star on the Walk of Fame?
So gorgeous. You know what? The thought, just the thought is charming. I don't know. Oh, bless you. I really appreciate it. I don't feel like I need one. But thanks. Yes. Yes, miss. Am I going back to New Orleans? I certainly will. There's a chance, maybe for Mardi Gras, though I might go down to Sydney to, what we'll be doing, visiting friends. Oh, you're going for Habitat for Humanity? Fantastic. Fantastic. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. We got friends who are in law enforcement, and there's so much you can give to the Red Cross or Habitat for Humanity, and then there's personal families that you try to help. So I don't know, I just think anything that you do is really appreciated, boy. That's cool that you're going there. Bless you. Yeah. Yeah, that's for you. Yes, hi. Oh, thank you. I love Janina. She was saying she was at breakfast with Janina this morning. She wanted to be here. Okay, thank you. Yeah, she's a great girl. She's got a huge heart and really smart and a disciplined worker and a loving mum. I liked her so much. Yes. Anybody else? Because we've got to wrap it up. Yes, miss. You. Who's your mama? Say that again. All right. Are you kidding? No. You got my dirty, sweaty old shirt. She's asking if I washed the shirt before. We had some shirts that we put on with being photographed. We looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
And we knew we looked ridiculous, and we're like, oh, I hope nobody sees us in these shirts. I was like, Sharon, these photos can be up for 1 week tops, because we look awful. And then, I don't know. I think people liked him anyway.
Yeah.
Pardon? You want me to shut up and start singing? She's like, yeah, enough of the blah, blah. Yeah, come on, Sharon, let's do this thing. No, it was not washed, by the way. I only had it on for a minute. No, up to you. All right. Okay. So this is the song called Cowboy Song. What was I going to say about this? Something. Got to be on the spot. Well, there you go. It's the same. Now I've got to tell you, I was out last night. Do you guys know what 40 Deuce is? It's a burlesque club in Hollywood, and we were out to all hours. We took out. Do you know Dino Gorman? He played young Lawless. So Dean and Diana are visiting from New Zealand. They're also with us, and all the kids from New Orleans. And we had a raucous night. So I'm trying to make excuses here. I'm not in the great voice. In great voice.
Sounds like it's on. We'll do it once first for practice.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
If it comes out right, that'll be the real
Now she's making excuses. She's saying we'll just do it once for practice. And it's missing a few instruments because it's just Sharon and I. So I might fill in. I'll be the slide guitar.
Don't start on the wrong key.
Don't start on the wrong key, Sharon. It's rude. She's a very exciting girl. Never met a woman like her. Never will again. You got a cowboy sensibility that cannot be reined in. You keep your heart open. You need, she needs, but we may never pass this way again. She's got an open mind, such as you never dreamed of finding here. Where did she come from? But roll on Indian summer, stretching out forever to fall horizons. You and me, she needs, but we may never pass this way again. Once in a lifetime she walks by. Take your courage in both hands, but we may never pass this way again. You know that, don't you? And she may never pass this way again. Your fears are fading fast, your tears and jade are past, your pastures are greener. She'll take you further than the steed or rushing river if you believe her. You and me, she needs, but she may never pass this way again. Once in a lifetime she walks by and take your courage in both hands. What she offers you can best steal about, and she may never pass this way again. You know that, don't you? And you may never pass this way again. Love may never pass this way again. And love may never pass this way again. Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you. Totally the nicest fans in the whole wide world. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Blessings on your houses. And I wish you all very good things for 2006. Thanks very much.
So it's going to be important to pay attention to these people on your faces. What are you guys filming? Sorry about that. Oh. I wanted a record of the. Hey, Alice here. When this room is full of people, are we going to be? Is it going to absorb everything so that? I mean, do we get a monitor or what? We won't get this. Yeah, but they're going to be dead silent. They're still absorbent. There's nothing quite as absorbent as a Xena fan.
Yes, they're up to 5 episodes. You're saved.
She's a very exciting girl. Your kitty never met a woman like her. Never will again. You got a cowboy sensibility. Cannot be reined in. You keep your heart open. She believes you and me, but you may never pass this way. She's got an open mind, such as you never dreamed of finding here. Where did she come from? I'm gonna wear this just to irritate
on the stage at that.
Why? What's wrong with the sugar? What? Because it makes me nervous. What's sugar?
You had it the first 12 years, she's got it for the next 12.
Okay, what do we need to do, guys?
Let's just do it one more time. We concentrate on
What do you do? Okay.
and play. Because I'm running a cheer. Now I don't have the huddle to fix up.
Once in a lifetime, she walks by. Take her courage in both hands. You may never pass this way again. You know that, don't you? She may never pass this way again. Fears of fading fast, your tears of jaded past, your pastures of greener. She will take you further than a street or rushing river, if you will believe her. You and me never pass this way again. You know that, don't
8. Only 8 feet in there.
Are you Michael?
Mon.
Armando, okay. Because they told me to call Michael. I got the Hilton Hotel.
Hi, Leda. Hello.
Oh, they're going to do that routine again.
Come on in.
This is my B team. You should have seen them yesterday. They hadn't worked this out yet.
No hurry.
Janina was here earlier. That's a webmaster.
I saw the picture and I thought. So what? What?
Yeah,
Sure, what would you like?
This is for Anita Ellis Foundation.
Oh, crud. Uh-oh, spelled your name wrong?
I
What'd
did
you
the
do?
date in the wrong. Why did I put 6 first?
Oh.
Oh, we'll say 6, 1, it's done. Do this.
Or is that the cake?
It's the whole thing.
Fat. That was so funny.
Have your parents ever seen that?
No.
No.
Oh, it's so funny.
Summer Nights by Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. It's really good.
Those are done. How's RJ?
You know, I haven't been in touch with him in ages. Well, a year. I talked to him last year when he couldn't make last year's show.
Did it again. 1. 1.
Fake it.
06.
This is Renee one.
That's
cute.
Want some water too when you're on stage? A bottle of
That'd be
water?
great, thanks. Have you got one that's not cold?
Oh yeah, they're all warm. They're all.
Judy, can you hand me this? So
Sure. And when you get back, I didn't know what kind of tea you liked or whatever.
No, did you want tea?
You know, I know, I'll try this. Okay, the mic is hot, so you go. We'll take care of the volume and all that. And here's the mic. My bag for Sean.
Oh, we're gonna have somebody's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you've got.
My hair or something.
She's got